Nowadays, people look back upon Whole Lotta Red and say that is where the new rage style of rap music first gained popularity. But some people forget that the album was branded a disaster when it first launched, even being nicknamed Whole Lotta Skips. People weren't quite ready for Playboi Carti's new style. In fact, I believe that Trippie Redd's song Mr. Rage led to more people appreciating the new sound and even leading to the creation of a new genre. Keep watching to find out how. First though, let's quickly go through some history of the smash hit. Before people point out the obvious, oh but Mr. Rage was released months after Carti's album, the fact is that Trippie first released a snippet of the song on the 21st of December in 2020, which is before Whole Lotta Red released. So it can't just be a carbon copy or rip-off of Carti's new style. Don't get me wrong, there's plenty of things we don't see, so Trippie definitely could have been inspired by Carti behind the scenes. What we do know is that Carti wasn't originally on the song. In fact, it was a fan edit that went viral on TikTok with vocals from an unreleased Carti feature, which led Trippie to put the artist on his song. He let the fans know with a now deleted Instagram post. The move certainly paid off for both of them. Trippie had a hit song on his hands and it led to more appreciation for Carti's album. But how did the title of the song come about, especially considering the song doesn't even mention it once? Well, originally the song didn't even belong to Trippie, instead Chris King had the artist as a feature on it. The previous title of the song was allegedly Genie before Trippie posted a snippet of the song with the caption Mr. Rage on Instagram, which refers to being in lockdown and missing the art of performing and seeing everybody go crazy to his music. After the snippet blew up, fans just started referring to the song as Mr. Rage instead of its previous name, which led to Trippie just running with it and naming the songs what the fans wanted it to be. Looking back on it, fans really had a big hand in the creation of the song, with both the addition of Playboi Carti and the title of the song being decided by them. And little did they know, the title of the song would go on to influence the name of an entire genre. So the title of the song may have had an impact on the name of the rage genre, but how did the song itself influence it? Well, since the song had a melody loop that came from a royalty-free pack, it led to artists creating remixes of the song and releasing their own versions on top of the iconic beat, with one artist in particular blowing up because of his recreation, Mario Judah. The Mario Judah version of Mr. Rage blew up massively on TikTok, with some fans even claiming that this version of the song is better than the original. Whilst I think that it is a bold and simply wrong take, I also believe that Mario's remix led to other artists believing they could make this type of music themselves. You see, Mario Judah was predominantly a meme before he released this remix, but people actually started to appreciate his artistry and sound because of it. Because of this, I think more artists began to make music on top of rage beats, because hey, if Mario Judah could do it, so could they. This led to a massive influx of rage style songs, with several artists even beginning a successful career because of the sound. As for the original song, it was a lead single to Trippie Redd's fourth studio album, Trip at Night. Alongside Whole Lotta Red, this album was one of the projects that led to the popularity of the genre, and it is hugely down to Trippie's involvement of other artists on the album. The majority of songs on the album included a feature, and a few included some of the biggest artists in the world, namely Juice WRLD, XXXTentacion, Uzi, and most importantly, Drake. The inclusion of all these artists is another thing that contributed to the explosion in the popularity of the rage genre. The artists I named are hugely influential and have paved the way for plenty of artists coming up. So when they started making this rage style music, of course the people who were influenced by them will also start doing the same. Now, I know this video is about the song and not the whole album, but Trip at Night may not have even existed without the popularity of the song. As I mentioned at the beginning, Whole Lotta Red was not well received when it first came out, and the negative response to the album could have put Trippie Redd off of releasing an entire album dedicated to the sound that people disliked. Instead though, the reception to the snippet was overwhelmingly positive. When the song officially released, it garnered over 2 million streams in the first 12 hours of release, which gave him plenty of reason to release a whole project in the new style. Undoubtedly, the success of the song led to other artists creating music of the same ilk, with the genre still going incredibly strong years later. A huge contributor to the genre still doing so well is the live performances that come from it, which is exactly what the title of Mr. Rage tries to describe. Trippie perfectly encapsulated the feeling of being stuck in lockdown and missing live performances. Now, Mr. Rage was released before Carti could perform Whole Lotta Red live to people, which is why when COVID restrictions died down and rap fans got to go to festivals again, people really started appreciating the rage genre that Trippie and Carti had brought to the limelight. Look at the first time Carti performed Whole Lotta Red at Lollapalooza in 2021. The crowd had so much energy, and it's because this type of music is intended to be consumed live. Without Mr. Rage, people may not have given the genre another chance and missed out on all the legendary performances the Rage sound has given us. All in all, I think Mr. Rage has a huge influence upon the Rage genre, which isn't really talked about. Most people just focus on Whole Lotta Red as the origin of the new sound, and whilst that's not entirely false, there is certainly more factors to it. Before the song was released, I don't think the genre had a true name. Instead, it was referred to as just harder style rap. I'm not saying the term rage was never used before, but it certainly helped define the genre into a specific name and sound. Trippie is definitely overlooked when you talk about influential artists. Without him, the rage genre would be nowhere near as popular, and who knows, maybe Whole Lotta Red would still be disrespected to this day. And that brings the video to an end. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below and whether you agree or disagree with my points. If you enjoyed, make sure to subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you in the next video.